Hello, Just Too Good here, back with another video, and I'm here to express my distaste in the Assault on Hoth set. I think not only is it a big disappointment, it's just kind of a waste of a UCS space. I don't know why they chose to do this in this way, because I don't think it's going to sell too well, because it seems like a lot of people are complaining about it. Okay, so this release is May 1st. It was revealed at the Toy Fair this weekend, and it's going to retail for $250. Isn't really the best price for a direct-to-consumer set, but I mean, it isn't the worst price out there for 2,144 pieces. It's just like I feel the execution is really poor. Alright, well, let me start with the positives. I love the exterior of the base. I think that just looks awesome. It's probably the best that LEGO has put it. The gate feature and everything like that is perfect on the outside. But when you look at the inside, all these little little gears and parts like that are just exposed in the plain day. I think they could have covered that up maybe if they put a little bit more, I guess, pieces around there or something. There's some other pointless parts like a Tauntaun feeding area, okay, but there's no medical bay. And then there's the part I do like though is the ion cannon. I think they actually did that very well. I don't even mind the missile in the middle, which is one of those push missiles from LEGO, which I think it looks fine. It blends in there perfectly. And I love the spherical structure. I also like the little shield generators, even though for some reason they only put 3 and not 4. I don't know why they didn't put 4. I mean, they easily could have bumped up the piece count. It's just little things like that that make me not like this set. Alright. So that's out of the way. Another positive is the minifigures. I mean, for the most part, the minifigures choices are really good. You got some new updated, or some completely new figures, which are some kind of Hoth members, everything like that. I never really cared for those characters, but it is nice that they included them. But what I really care about is that they included a new Wedge. I think that's cool because we haven't gotten a Wedge, a new figure of Wedge, I think since like, 2006 or something like that. A new Luke Skywalker who's kind of battle damaged. That's a really cool figure. And the Wampa and the Tauntaun are little kind of builds or figurines that we haven't gotten for a little bit, so it is nice to get them in a more recent set. So I like all that, but then they chose to put Han, which, yeah, I guess you could put him, but was he in that Hoth Attack set? That Hoth Attack set is becoming more and more useless. When I first saw it, I never really cared for it, and now it's like, why would they put out that set when you have this set coming out? It's basically the same version from there, if I'm correct. And there's no Leia whatsoever. Like, what the heck? Why wouldn't you include Leia? That would have been so cool to put Leia in this set, but nope, they didn't. I do like K3PO. I believe that's the name of the little protocol droid. I like the inclusion of him because he hasn't appeared in a set in a while. So, I don't know. I don't like all that. What else is there? Okay. There's these little... Let me see. There's this little turret they added. I was watching the designer video. And it's like this little kind of, well, it's not really, it's more of like a tower to kind of, I guess, look out. I don't know why they added that onto the set. I mean, it doesn't seem, well, what they even mentioned, they're like, oh, this ain't anything from the movie, but we thought it would be a cool little feature. Why would you add stuff like that, but leave out stuff like the medical bay? Like, it just doesn't make much sense, and put such a lame interior. I don't like the interior so much. There's nothing that really stands out in it. It seems like they're missing a lot of parts, and like I said, even that some of the Technic pieces are exposed. So I don't really like that. They include 2 of these little shooting mounts. I forget the specific name for them, but again, I don't know why they put out Hoth Attack, which has almost the same build as one of those in that set, and they include 2 in this set. Like, they could have used those pieces to expand upon the interior of the actual build. Alright, so we got all that. Some cool parts that I do like, that I forgot to mention were, I like that they included a snow speeder. I don't think we could, I mean, we've been getting a lot of snow speeders, and the rumor that there's going to be a UCS snow speeder is very concerning for me, because I don't know why they would choose to make that out of all the vehicles and stuff they could make. But I think that this set is good that they included a snow speeder, even though there was a recent snow speeder released from 2014, because not only is this one, the different colors and everything like that, it's just something that you're going to want to have a lot of, sorry about that, in your kind of Hoth layout. So I do like that. And I also love the Hoth Wampa Cave. I think that's cool, but this is what kind of confuses me. Why didn't they just make the Hoth Wampa Cave like a $30 to $40 set, can the Hoth Attack set, and then that would have been so much of a better kind of selection, so that people who don't want this set could get the Hoth Wampa Cave as a separate set, and I think that even would have sold better. Then they could have probably put the Luke that's in kind of the recovery mode in this set, and they could have added like a medical bay with those pieces that they use on the Hoth Wampa cave in this set. I think it would have been better if they just split those two and did that. But here's an interesting point that was brought up on Reddit. The user who posted this was Yudo4chan. Epic name. And here's what you see. Basically, these 4 sets would cost an official MSRP like almost $100 less than this set costs. And you get 21 minifigures, which is more than this set, 3 snow speeders, and I think just an overall better build. The Hoth Rebel base from, I think that was, 2007, is just such a better, I think, deal than this set on what's included because it wasn't so expensive. And, yeah, I know the like I said, I love the kind of opening feature, that little gate part on the front of the exterior of the base. Looks awesome in this rendition of the set, the UCS rendition, but I think that's just a better deal, the Hoth Rebel base. And then the Hoth Wampa Cave, like I said, they could have made it a separate set like they did in this 2011 version. Or was it 2010? I'm not entirely sure. And then the Battle of Hoth was just this kind of special edition set from 2013. And then they had the Hoth Attack set from this year. If you combine all of those, you basically get what's in this set, but more. So it kind of confuses me. Why didn't they just focus more on making an interior that's more unique from all the other sets, split the Hoth Wampa Cave off, and then I think this would have been a more popular set and just overall a better set. So, yeah, very disappointed with this. I wish they would focus more on Bespin than Hoth because they have like a billion Hoth sets, barely any Bespin sets. And I would have, of course, taken a UCS Cloud City more than this set. And I don't know, it just seems, a lot of people have been pointing this out, but it seems like this was made more for kids than it was for adults because there's a lot of play features. And I'm one who loves play features. I'm not a kid, I'm an adult. And I love play features and everything like that, but I understand why people are complaining about this because when it's a UCS set, you want it to be a collector's thing that you display, not one that you play with. And I understand, yeah, it's a play set, but it's supposed to be a display kind of set, you know? So it seems like they should have focused less on these little play features like these missiles and flick and exploding features and everything like that. Raised up, I guess, the age count because you can see it's 12 and up. Maybe they should have made it a more complex build for 16 and up. And it just would have sold better for the crowd that they're aiming this at because it is such an expensive set. Kids aren't going to buy this. Kids aren't going to put this on their list because their parents aren't going to want to buy this for them. Or Santa Claus won't want to get this for them. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on the set. It just seems like a waste of a set. I'm very unhappy on how it came out. Yeah, there's a lot of good parts like the Hoth Wampa, little cave area, the exterior gate area, and the inclusion of like a Tauntaun and some of the minifigures, which are really good. But not only is it missing out a lot of stuff like the Leia minifigure and a whole kind of medical area and an excellent, more detailed interior, but it just seems like there's a lot of unnecessary stuff in here, like the Tauntaun feeding base and the inclusion of a Wampa cave, which just doesn't. I think they should have made that a separate set, or even 2 of the little kind of towers when they have that Hoth Attack set. So yeah, very disappointed with this, and that's really it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Express your thoughts in the comments below. Do you guys like this set or not? And I'll see you guys later.